Hello, my loves, and welcome back to a brand new podcast episode here on Abundant Self. I'm your host, Jules. I'm an entrepreneur, coach, content creator, YouTuber, doing lots of things, podcast host, obviously, doing lots of things. I'd love to invite you to follow me along on Instagram at Jules Bellot Coaching or my personal brand at Jules Bellot. If you know Spanish, you'll be happy because it's a Spanish account. I do try to upload a few things in English here and there though, but it's mainly Spanish. If you already know me and you're coming back every single week to my podcast, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so happy you're here. If you can tell, I'm a bit sick still. That was also why last week's episode on here was actually one from a few months ago. Repurposing content. If you're a content creator, you know that this sometimes saves us. So now I felt like, no, I really want to come back and speak to you, sit in front of the camera. So I might sound a little bit like that today, but we're gonna just run with it, right? If you are new here, hit that subscribe button, follow along on Spotify also. That would help me so much and obviously help this show and, me producing and continuing to put out those type of videos. Well, anyway, let's get into today's episode, into this week's topic. There are quite a lot of topics that came to my mind that I wanted to speak about, but one of the biggest now this time around the year, one of the biggest conversations I've also had with my clients is the topic or the conversation of this whole idea of like doing a reset, doing a fall reset. If you are here where I live, Northern Hemisphere, I'm in Germany. Excuse me. I might have to go and blow my nose at some point. Let's see. If you're here somewhere at the Northern Hemisphere, US, I'm from Germany, Europe, you are about to go into fall. We are. I mean, look at me. It's September and I'm literally here in my winter clothes. It's getting that cold outside. I was thinking, why don't we do a reset? You know how always when springtime comes around, there's let's do a spring clean. Or spring cleaning, but never really when fall hits and, before winter starts. So I was like, let's do this. And not just with us tidying and getting rid of stuff that we don't use anymore, donating clothes we haven't used or haven't worn for the last years. I actually also mean doing a whole kind of reset on your social media or on your profile. If you're a content creator, if you are also a coach, or you do some type of social media work or are active on social media on Instagram, I want us to really now getting into these next 3 months of the year. I want us to do a little bit of a reset in terms of okay, let's refresh our profile photo, our bio on Instagram. How is the look, can we change a few things up? Maybe over summer we have achieved an incredible result or our clients have achieved remarkable results. Let's put that into our bio as well. Something else that we can do is have a look at our content. What is really working well? What is not doing so well? I know that now, especially towards, Christmas and the end of the year, there will be so many creators out there, in general, creating content. So how can we now make you stand out? How can we now, really work on your personal brand, on creating these communities, building relationships? How can you have a look at your content and be like, well, I would follow myself. This is really nice content. So is there maybe something in terms of value where you're like, maybe I could give more value. Maybe I could do here and there a day in my life. Just have an overall scan through your content, through your profile. What is working well? What isn't? What can you change up? I really love to do these kind of resets. And if you need help, there are always people who can help you. I'm sure there will be friends or even coaches. You can also slide into my DM and be like, hey, Jules, can you have a quick look at my social media? I mean, there are always people who want to help you to improve in whatever area in life. You just need to have a look and like search for those people and reach out and ask for help. I also see that with my clients that sometimes they don't want to ask for help. Or I have a client who actually just signed up with me today, which I'm so excited for. She decided to go for one-on-one coaching with me. And she was like, I have been wanting help with this for years. I just never asked. I just never felt like I'm good enough to receive this type of help, especially in something like social media and like building my personal brand, because like, why would I invest into me in that, you know? But then she did, because she was like, well, at the end of the day, it's something I really want. I really want to work with brands. I really want to just share my message and connect with more people. And you're my girl who can help me. So you're the girl like you that can help me. I was like, oh, feeling blessed. No, honestly, it's such a good feeling if I know someone finds value in my coaching and in what I do. But that's what I want you to do. I want you to ask for help also, even if it's just a friend, you know, like just do it. Just ask for help. It's okay. Like we've all been there. And I sometimes still ask friends to like go over my profile and be like, hey, what do you think like is really like standing out? What do you feel like really attractive on here? Would you follow me? I mean, I also have friends who don't follow me, which is also totally fine. I mean, I use my social media mainly for business purposes, so it's like totally fine. But yeah, I just want you to like play around with that. Okay, we're back. Had to blow my nose. What we also want to do, if you feel like you want to take this social media now, especially in the last quarter of the year, you really want to take it to the next level, and you really want to kind of like stand out while everyone else is like, let's just like do it the same old boring way as the last 8 months. What I also want you to do is to have kind of like a goal for this last quarter and be like, okay, 3 more months until the year is over. Like literally then 2025 is going to happen. Everyone's probably going to be like, 2025, new year, new you, new goals, new whatever. Set your goals now. Don't wait for the new year. Why would you? Why would you wait for the new year if you can actually start setting your goals now and can achieve them in the next 90 days or like 3 months before everyone else is like starting to set their goals in the new year? You get it, right? This is what I want you to do. I want you to have a clear kind of like list of goals or a clear action plan on how you want these last 6 months to look like. 3 months, sorry. How you want these last 3 months to look like. And if you have done that, I also want you to be clear on your why. Why is it that you're even doing what you're doing? Why do you create content? Why are you posting on social media? Why are you even on there? Like, what is your why? What is your purpose? Like, really even try to, I don't know, meditate on it or so, but try to connect back to your why. Because this is what gives you the power and the motivation for staying consistent and for really doing this like on the long term, for the long run. So I hope this inspired you to now go out there, have a look at your social media, refresh, reset. If you need to literally take a reset in terms of like a detox or so to then come back fresh, do it. I mean, just be offline for a day or two. Sometimes it refreshes your mind so much. Not seeing what other people do, what other creators post, getting inspo, getting like type of, inspo, kind of like ideas from others. Sure, do it. Amazing. Great. I do that too. But knowing when to actually take a step back, connect to yourself, connect to your why you're doing what you're doing, why you're creating this type of content, why you're posting that type of reel, really helps you to do it in a way that is like healthy and especially long term, which we all know the social media game, it's a long-term thing. It's not that you post once and then overnight you'll be super successful, have a ton of clients, work with like the best brands. It's not like that, right? So you need to know that it's a long-term plan, but if you start now setting your goals and start now acting on them, it'll be like sooner than you think you'll be where you want to be. And it'll also feel like take you the pressure off this whole idea of like the new year. And the new year, then I have to start setting my goals, or then I have to do this reset. So hope that helped. If you are not a creator, if you're not a content creator, or don't do anything on social media at all, I just am very thankful that you've been here, honestly. If you want more topics, me more like rather speaking about manifestation and mindset, personal development, like this is my jam. So I can so do that. If you want, leave a comment below letting me know what type of videos you want, what you want to hear and see here on the podcast. Other than that, you can always just slide into my inbox at Jules Bellot or at Jules Bellot Coaching. I'll be there answering you. And if you are coming back every single week, please let me a 5-star review on Apple Podcast or Spotify. This would help me tremendously. And subscribe to this YouTube show if you're watching on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. I see you next week. Bye.